Yeah, buddy. Well bowled. That ball feel okay in your hand?
Yeah,
good. Lovely. Let's see if we can just get that, because that wind's picked up a bit. Let's just get our start line a bit further outside off. All right, so first bit, we're just gonna bowl. No scenario, no field or anything yet. And then halfway through, we'll do some scenario stuff and we'll do sets of 6. Okay, is that run up all good?
I'll just test my run out quickly.
Cool. Alright, so nothing different, just like in the warm-up. So just everything in that channel outside off until we start feeling good. Bowl, Jakey. Good start. Good. Yeah, buddy. Well bowled. That ball feel okay in your hand?
Yeah,
good. Lovely. Let's see if we can just get that, because that wind's picked up a bit. Let's just get our start line a bit further outside off.
Yeah.
Lovely. Perfect. So that's where we want to operate. Oh shit. Let me smash the camera then. So that's all right. So that's a perfect line because he's driving, it's nice and full, it's what we want. Shot. So you're getting quite a bit of drift with this wind, so let's really focus on that channel. I'm not talking about fields yet, you just bat.
I have back on the weekend, but not now.
We might do, we'll see. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Lovely, mate. Perfect. That's why that line is brilliant. So he came out, he came down the wicket and he had to go offside as well. Yeah. So most players, obviously Tom's a good player, so he came down and his second step, he came to the offside. Most players just continue in that straight line and they're playing way away from their body. That's why it's such a good line, outside off like that.
Yeah.
Good? That's good. It's a really good miss. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Even so, like, because that his pace is up, so before when he was 5k slower, that's there to hit. So that's the one where we just get a little like a little bit pushy. Yeah. So let's just really follow and get up and over and follow through to that outside off. Yeah. Oh. So think really following through to your target. Beautiful. There you go. Perfect. Good adjustment. Oi! See you, chum. Huh?
That wasn't meant to go straight.
Nah, just bounced heaps over, yeah. Perfect example of why bounce is just as good as spin. But what was the most important thing about that?
Line?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, well bowled, good.
Struggling to grip all the balls today.
Hey?
I'm struggling to grip all the balls today.
Yep, that's all right.
I feel like I can still get it out of it. It's just
Bit slippery.
Ball, you can really feel like it comes out nice.
Yeah. Well, as you warm up, it should get better. Just keep hanging in there. And if you have to, you can fire a couple, like cross seam as well. Yeah, no bowled. Good. Skull, you reckon you're playing that shot on turf?
Well, it's not bouncing as much, so probably not.
Yeah. But on a slow turf wicket you could?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'd probably be more like with a straighter bat.
Yeah. But either way, that's winning for us because you're hitting into the offside. We're all our fielder.
Yeah.
And you cramped, like you got no power on that.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah, I just did that then.
That's all right, that's fine. So that's why we have men out. So we're allowed to bowl them and we are going to bowl them. So that's why you have a deep forward square. So always hit that straight to deep forward square. Yeah, lovely. Good.
Not that short, just a lot of so much bounce.
But we're winning there, that's perfect. So for Tom to you, I definitely have, because he's uses his feet real well, especially if you miss your length, he's going deep in his crease. So then if you don't get your line quite right and you're a touch short, he's hitting behind square.
Yeah.
And if it's really, really short, then he's going to hit you straight at like deep forward square. So for Tom, I would 100% have deep backward square on it and deep forward square on it. And then just a straight mid wicket, and then leaving that big gap there with the idea that our goal is to bowl a foot outside off.
Yeah.
So then if he wants to hit that gap, he has to, work a long way from outside off to try and hit that gap, and the odds are in our favour. Yeah, well bowled. Do you remember that first one that he came down the wicket and he drove?
Yeah.
That's what we want to try and replicate. That's the one we're imagining for now, until we talk about specific plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to bob it.
A little bit. So just pretend like he's not even there.
Yeah.
So just imagine that channel and just put a good release on it.
Alright.
Perfect. Lovely. Yeah, so I mean, this is a good example of on the weekend, if the ball doesn't feel great in your hand, you've got to be able to still compete, which you are. You're not bowling any bad balls.
Yeah.
So same again, just think about the channel and release, don't even worry about him.
Alright.
Yeah, well bowled. Perfect line. See, if that was sort of middle and leg, he's paddling that around, didn't he? So,
Yeah.
same again. Well bowled. So let's, at the top of your mate, so you see that little sort of white patch at the top of the black
Yeah.
marking there?
Yeah.
That's your channel. That's what I want you to look at. So I don't want you to look at that specific spot, but that's where I want you to
Land it.
yeah, everything to be operating in that sort of channel.
Yeah.
And then let the wind do the work. Oi. Perfect.
Getting some drift when you're getting it fuller.
Yep. Yep. And you know, and when you get that start line right as well, like that's when you maximize your drift.
Yeah.
So same thing. Everything in that channel, don't care if it's full or short, just that line. Yeah, bang, perfect. Yeah, so that's why it's super important to get your start line there, because then you maximize all of that good stuff.
I reckon that's almost the ideal delivery.
That's a perfect delivery.
Yeah, like it drifted in
Yeah,
and then spun and attacked my off stump, middle it off.
yeah. So what we're sort of saying is that to maximize drift and to get that good play, leg out here, your pads and playing around your pad. So when you've got the wind like this as well, like you literally can't be wide enough, honestly. Yeah, well done.
I hate when they hit it and it goes into the net.
Yeah.
Filled it, but then like.
And then it hits that pole and then ricochets at your head. Yeah. Yeah, well bowled. What's that pace like, Skull?
Oh, I think it's okay. Fraction slow
Yeah,
for what I'm used to, but I think it's okay.
yeah. Like if he lands it there, that pace is fine, but you know, if you miss that little spot, your margin for error at that pace isn't great, is it?
I'm just not as fast as first grade leggies.
No, exactly right. Well, that's fine. Some of them are.
Yeah, fair enough.
What did I tell you, mate? The channel outside off, drag them in.
Exactly how I got my wicket the other day.
Perfect. So that's why it's super important just to be patient and operate that, and don't get stump seeking, because that's what, you know, as a leggy you're not going to get many bowls, right?
Yeah.
So that's your bread and butter there, is you dragging them out and driving and, you know, getting your spin into play. So, you know, that's why it's super important just to get that ball out there and just stay patient and let it happen.
Yeah, right.
Perfect ball, well done. Oi! Well ball, it's good.
Here's a bit more.
Hey?
Bit more.
Yeah, the length wasn't too, he just picked it. That's fine.
Good stuff.
Oi, bowling, son. Right, how are you feeling? Do you want to go on to sets of 6?
I think you stepped in the stumps then.
Did he? You step on your stumps?
2 minutes to 4.
How much longer you got, Skull?
Oh, about 7 minutes.
All right, cool. We'll go into sets of 6 now. So come down, Jakey. So we get our field. Deep backwards. And forward. Like mid-wicket on. Very nice and straight. Mid on, mid on. Cover on the now. To start.
Tighter, eh?
Yeah, yeah, not catching.
And you say come out or not?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a good starting point for the field on the weekend, because you've got, you could probably start with cover point up possibly, or even deep backward square up, but we'd prefer to start defensive, bowl well, get our confidence, and then tighten up depending on what happens.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is go too attacking and then have to go defensive because you've been hit.
Yeah, well, just because you've been on the boundary doesn't mean you're being defensive.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
That's,
So-
that's what I'm trying to get my captain and vice captain thing. Because when I was bowling to the tail ender, sorry,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, bring the deep forward square in.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, because I just leave.
Yeah.
Because if I drag it down, because they're going to hit it out there.
And also tail enders, mate, are going to slog anyway.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
regardless if there's field out, so you'd be better off leaving them out and just, bowling your stock ball outside off and letting them either nick it or slog one straight up in the air.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, okay. So now we've got our field set, we've got our plan, so we want Tom hitting as many balls as possible into that offside.
Yeah. Got it.
That's a single, yeah?
Yeah, probably. Maybe to keep against probably a single.
Yeah.
Just in a bit further.
It did, yeah, but your start line was too tight to off stump.
Yeah.
So that's a good ball, but if we're being critical with our plan, didn't start it wide enough.
What's up?
Lovely bowling, mate. Really nice. So if that was wide, there's a chance he's running past that because he premeditated that.
Wanted to smack him.
Okay, let's get this one real wide. Yeah, lovely. That's where I want you to operate. Everything there, because then if one drifts big from there, great. If one doesn't drift from there, great. That's where you're going to have your most success, is bowling that line, because you've got more margin for error. You're making your life easier there. Whereas if you're super tight to the stumps, you've got to be perfect.
Yeah. Alright. Too easy.
No rush.
Is that 4 down, 4 gone?
Yeah.
1 off? Beautiful. Well done. Single? Okay, 2 off. Finish good. Another one outside off. That's all we want. Whoa! Cheeky bugger. We don't mind that. 2? Okay, 4 off. So, as a rule, super happy with that. You bowl that over the weekend. Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy, but I probably could have bring my line across.
Yeah, but that's okay. Like, I mean, as far as your first over your spell goes, you're happy with that.
Yeah.
So as
Bypass now? Yep. Right, last 6.
Yeah. I'll try and go quick for him.
no, you just take your time. It's all right. Yeah, lovely. Good pace, good line. Perfect. Lovely. Really good. So if we can be there more often than not, we're winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Good miss. Perfect. No damage there. 1. Lovely. Perfect, mate. Really good miss. I like that. Oh. Perfect. Just stay patient, stay in that channel and let the batsmen get themselves out. No run.
I felt my sort of slip halfway through there.
Yeah, that's okay though. Still a decent ball.
Yeah.
So that's 4 down, 2 to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well ball, boy.
I'll have to get one more inside.
That's fine. Okay, last ball. What are you bowling here?
Pitching on off, spinning away.
You're landing a foot outside off,
Oh, sorry.
spinning away.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yep. Oh, backward point. Stop that.
No, I was in front.
Okay. What? 1 or 2?
1.
So then that's a, like if that. So if that was on middle, if that landed middle and leg, where are you hitting that?
Maybe square.
Onto the leg side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you playing a horizontal bat shot to that though?
If it bounces, yeah, I'd probably go back,
Yeah.
and then if it bounces, I'd go. If it doesn't, I'd.
Yeah. Okay. And you're hitting with the wind as well that way.
Yeah.
So like, did that line cause you to hit that outside off?
Yeah.
Into the wind, into
Yeah.
our field?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, Jakey,
Thanks.
coming out nicely, mate.
Thanks for batting.
No worries, it was awesome. From my point of view, there was that 2 or 3 that you really got your line of length spot on. They were very dangerous.
Yeah.
Like attacking the off, like Ryan said, starting outside off, drifting into off stump, and then spinning away. So it's challenging both sides of my bat. Because of the drift, it sort of could beat me on the inside if it skidded on.
Yeah.
And then the spin obviously tries to beat me on the outside. So that's the danger as a batter. I think if a spinner can beat you on both sides of the bat, they're so hard to play.
Yeah.
The spinner can only, even if they're turning it massive, but they can only beat you on one side. You can adjust for that. But if you're drifting them with that length and then and then the odd one will just go on. Really.
Well, that first one that you got stumped was on the inside.
Yeah.
And so because that just bounced,
Yeah,
bounced heaps.
Bounced and went straight.
Yeah, and went through like your glove.
Yeah.
So
Really good, mate.
Thanks.
Thank
good
you.
stuff.